Good evening, Pokemon Go fans. We're gonna take a little break from the PvP spotlight stuff. I've been getting a lot of requests. Every once in a while, when I flash my Poke storage, they've seen some of my shinies in there. And so everybody wants to know, how many do you have? Well, there you go. I have 1,199 shiny Pokemon. A lot of them are Community Day Pokemon. Some of them are raid bosses. Some of them hatched out of eggs. I rarely ever trade for a shiny Pokemon. There's just that satisfaction that I caught it myself. So except for this one right up here, 800, you're reading that right, 800,000 Stardust. Brand new trainer. His mom pressured me. He pressured me. He wanted an Alolan Grimer. And I happened to have two of them at the time. He begged, he followed me the entire community day. I think it was his father's account that he was using too. And he wanted to surprise his dad. I think that's what he said. So I was like, it's going to cost 800,000. I don't care. I don't care. And his mom kind of, whoa, maybe she understood the magnitude of this trade, but there it is. And I said, well, what do you have to trade? And he's like, I just caught this shiny Trapinch. Well, that's the story. It hurt me so bad. First off, to let go of an Alolan Grimer, because they are hard to get. And to let go of almost 1,000,000 Stardust. So, all right, we're just going to scroll through here. Yes, this Eevee was on Community Day, and at 4:59, because this is back when Community Days were 6 hours during the COVID pandemic area. And, yep, I was just struggling to find the last one in the last half an hour, and there it was. At 4:59, it had just kicked over, and I was like, I'm going to lose this one. It just clicked over to 6 o'clock, and I caught it. Shiny Eevee. All right, so this was Abra Community Day back in April of 2020. I did this one at the house, sitting on my sofa. I didn't do too bad. Of course, I did do some Alakazam evolutions. There's my Aerodactyls. I evolved up an Aggron. Some of these are just, the stats aren't very good on them. But sometimes I just do them just to get that shiny dex entry. There's your Alakazams there, the Alola-Molas, Swablu Community Day, got a couple Altarias in there. There's your Ampharos, you can read, I know. There's Anaroth, and then the Armaldo. Now, I did this by the name, so this is how many I have of each. So you can see I've not been too lucky with the Groudons, the Gyarados, things of that nature. Anytime I become lucky friends with somebody, I'd really like to make epic trades. So we usually do mirror trades of shinies. So I have all of the legendary birds, lucky shinies. I do not have any Shundos. No 100% shinies. I just do not have it. Been playing since 2016 and do not have them. These are all Go Fest here recently. These Axews, really nice. I'm not going to evolve those up yet because I have a feeling they're going to do just like Gibble in the future and give him a community day. So I want to save those until the community day comes along and get that special move. So some of these are self-explanatory there. There's Beware from the Stuffle Community Day. Some of them are just evolutions just to get that shiny. I'm going to try to scroll a little faster. I'd never had a shiny Bulbasaur until they did the Classic Community Day for Bulbasaur. And, yep, I was able to get my first ever shiny Bulbasaurs. Couple of Banneries. There you go. This is during Fashion Week, which we got coming up, and we have that coming up at the end of the month again. So that was the shiny butterfly or Butterfree with the bow on the head. So costume shinies. Okay. My first ever Caterpie. Oh my god. Over 2,000 checks and catches on Caterpie. Finally got the shiny on that. Celebi through the research. Everybody should have access to that one. A couple of shiny Charizards. The one that really counts. Costume Charizard. I have a video of me catching that sitting on my sofa. Charmander Community Day. I did pretty good with that one. My first ever Chimchar. Christmas Eve shiny. When he was available. He was shiny available before his Community Day. And he was released in Christmas of 2021. So, there you go. I was able to snag that. There's my one and only shiny Cobalion. Cool. There you go. There's another lucky trade I did with shiny Cresselia. Very nice. Another costume Pokemon. I do not have a regular shiny Krogunk, but I do have a Krogunk that cannot be evolved with the backwards hat there. So there you go. Costume. I do not have a regular shiny Cubchoo, but I have two of the costume shiny Cubchoos. Couple of Darkrai's there, yep. Dino Community Day, cool. All right, here's the Deoxys. We have Deoxys will be coming up starting in September, so you'll get all 5 forms of Deoxys. So I am missing 2 of those shinies, so that's pretty good. The 5 of them, I've got 3 different ones there. I had a really good shiny luck with Dialga, you can see. There's my shiny Dittos. Cool. Shiny Shadow, yes. Yep. Druddigon was very good to me. Let's see. Yeah, you can barely tell that this Dunsparce is even shiny if it wasn't for the... Yeah, I was like, why is that in there? Shiny Kevin Durant. Cool. Duskull Community Day. I did pretty good at that. One. There's my Easter shiny. They had him. He was popping up all over the place. So I finally got that. I did pretty good for EV Day. It was a 2-day event. And I got a few shiny Eevees. Just a few. Just a few Eevee shinies. Just a few shiny Eevees. Only a few. I only got a few of those. I did very well. I got 52 shiny Eevees during the Community Day weekend for Eevee. Electabuzz shared a Community Day with Magmar. And so I did pretty well with that. Did pretty good with that. For some reason, Execute really likes me. Executor is what I was going to. That one really likes me. Whenever they start spawning, I get a ton of those. Feebas, all of those were wild catches. Now we're coming into Fletchling. And yes, I have all of the shiny Eevee evolutions. Cool. Has a video on me completing that set. Fletchling Community Day. I did that one at work. Most of that was from the catching them off the gacha. That's an auto catcher. Just recently got the Fungus shiny for this past Go Fest finale. Yep. Okay, that was Ghastly Community Day. That happened in 2020. Ghastly. And I got a couple of Gengars evolved up. There's the Geodude Community Day. Gibble. Did pretty good during Gibble. Pretty good for that one. Yep. Got a couple of Giratinas. Yep. I need one more of the altered form Giratina. And that will be nice. There's a couple of the shiny Glaceons. There you go. Yep, this was GoFest 2020. First ever worldwide GoFest. And they had all the starters with the Pikachu hats. And I believe that was the only starter I was able to get as a shiny. So there you go. There's that Alolan Grimer. He turns into a normal, regular Grimer color, whereas the regular Grimer turns into what looks like an Alolan Grimer. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There you go. There's my Growlithe shinies. Couple of Gyarados shinies. Yes, one of those was caught in the wild. I think I named him Laffy Gary because he was from Lafreniere Park. A couple of Heatrans. I'd like to get some more of those Heatrans. Those are pretty cool. There's my shiny Ho-Ohs. There's Hoppip Community Day. Try to run a little faster here. Another shiny Shadow with the Hypno. Shiny Shadow wheezing there or coughing. Shiny Shadow. Love those. Carablast just recently got those. There's the Kangaskhan. Cool. Couple of Kyogres. There's the Lafreniere Gary. When they had those spawning in the wild and they could have been shiny, that was so awesome. So awesome. There's Latios. Couple Licky Tongues. This video is going to take a little time. There's Machop Community Day. Did really good with that one. Magpies, hatched those out of eggs. Magikarp Community Day. Well, Magikarp was the very first shiny Community Day Pokemon in the game. And I never did it. I didn't know about community days. There wasn't a lot of advertised stuff. You just had to be at the right place at the right time. So then they re-gave it another community day during 2020, and it rained the entire day. I could not get out and walk, so I did 6 hours in the car. I think I did pretty good. Got a couple of good Magikarps. There's the Magmar. Yep. He and Electabuzz shared a community day. That was pretty cool because I think they are brothers in the game and in the cartoons. Cool. Yep. If you ever want me to just stop and show you some, if I'm going too fast, just comment down below and I'll have no problem. Shiny Meltan. The only way you can get that is during special times during the year, and you can be able to get those out of the mystery box. So I've been very lucky with that. 11 of those, and then I lucky traded a gentleman at the park, and there you go. It did really well. I'm very impressed with that one. So yep. Nope, I've got them all starred up. There's no accidental deleting of anything. There you go. Shiny Mewtwo's. Got a couple of those. Blue Milk. So far, that I would consider Blue Milk one of my most rare shinies. I've never seen one since. I try to check them all. A couple of Moltres. Yep, there's my lucky shiny Moltres there. Mudkip Community Day. Yep, there you go. Okay. I love the color of this. How he turns into Nidoking. I love that blue. It's a nice, bright blue. I love that. These shiny Alolan Ninetales. Isn't that beautiful? There you go. Very nice. There you go. There's Obstagoon. Yep, that is my only shiny unknown. Got that for GoFest 2020 as well. Now we're coming into Oshawott Community Day. Did pretty good with that one. Got a couple of shiny Palkias. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Couple of shiny Pichus. You can only get those out of eggs. So I managed to hatch a few of those. Okay. And we're running into my shiny Pikachu collection. Got a couple of costumes there. Pikachu with Ash's hat. That one's really rare. You'll never see that one again. You'll probably never see this again. This is when Pikachu was wearing... he had a Charizard hat. He had the Umbreon hat. He had Rayquaza hat. And this is the only one I managed to get a shiny for. This is my first ever shiny Pikachu. And I caught it in 2020. That's how unlucky I am with shinies. Piplup Community Day. That one was that was before COVID. That was when community days were only 3 hours, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I just kept walking in circles in this little bitty tiny park. I just kept walking in circles. I had no idea you had to kind of stretch out and walk. No, nobody told me anything. So I'm really lucky that I even got that. There's a costume Piplup that happened during one of the Halloween events. There's Porygon Community Day. Did rather well with that. Okay, a couple of Quillfish. My only shiny Psyduck back in 2019. It's only one. I've never seen another one, and I try to click them all, try to get them all. Only one shiny Raikou. I hope to get another one of those in the near future. There you go. My only shiny Rayquaza. I do so love that one. I got all of the Reggies. The Reggie Ice, the Reggie Rock, the Reggie Steel. Okay. Rhyhorn Community Day. That's when we had the option to vote. They only did it once. There were 3 different Pokemon that they had the communities vote on. And Rhyhorn, I think it was Machop. Machop was in that list, and everybody thought for sure that one was going to win. And I'm not sure what the third option was, but at the time I had only had one shiny Rhyhorn. So I was like, I'm going for that. And luckily, at like the last week of voting, he managed to scrape it out by maybe 10% of the vote. So it was really close. So yeah. Roselia Community Day. I did that one at work. Pretty much all on the gacha. All on the gacha. Yep. There's those Samurats from the Oshawott Community Day. Sandshrew Community Day. I'd never had a Kanto shiny, and I was so glad when they said he was going to get his Community Day. So happy with that one. Isn't that beautiful? It's so awesome. All right. Moving right along. Seed Dot Community Day. Also during 2020. That one was in May. I did that one sitting on my ass here at the house. Centrit. You'd think there was a Centrit Community Day, but there was a time there where I was getting one of those a day. And then all of a sudden you just stop seeing Centrit around. So Shinx Community Day. I'd never gotten a shiny Shinx. He was only available in raids. And I was just really unlucky with him. So another one. I was so happy that we got the Community Day for him. Shiny Shadow. It's not bad, but Shadows are still the best in the game. Okay. Smeargle. Shiny Smeargle. Kinda rare. They only had that available during another special event for him. It was one day, and I think he got 60 something, 63 snapshots or something like that to get that shiny. And it was like the third to last one, and I was cursing up a storm. I was like, I'm not gonna get it, and I ended up getting him. Sneasel, another one. You'd think there was a community day for Sneasel, but no, I'm just really lucky at catching shiny Sneasels. Snivy had a community day. Really cool looking Pokemon. Really cool looking. Absolutely useless, but you know, there you go. Up on Spheal Community Day. Low power mode. I'll get there. I do not have very many Squirtles that you can see. I'm hoping that he will get a redo on his Community Day, because I would love to get some more Squirtles. I would love to get some more Squirtles. Starly Community Day. Yep. I do not have the Stantler with the Christmas bells. That one's pretty rare. I'd have the regular one. Stuffle Community Day. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Swablu Community Day. Okay, that's where those Altarias came from. There's a Swamperts from the Community Day for Mudkip. I forgot his name for a minute. Shiny Sylveons. Cool, cool. Couple of shiny Tauros there. I click on every one that I see. Tepig had his Community Day. Cool, cool. Only one shiny Terrakion, and I got it just recently. That's 2020. Yep, I'd love to get another one of those. Togepi. Couple of Tornadus. Couple of shiny Tornadus there. There's those Trapinch. Trapinch actually had a Community Day, and it was right before COVID really hit. Actually, Rhyhorn was right there on. They were reluctant on having that Community Day because there were so many COVID cases that had happened, and Trapinch was just right before that, and everybody was so afraid of being in a big old group of people. So it was. I didn't do well. I did not do well. I didn't want to be at the park with all that going on. Trico. Trico never had a Community Day, did he? I don't believe he did. I just got really lucky with Tricos. There you go. Couple of Trubbish. Turtwig did have a Community Day, didn't he? I can't remember. I think he did. This is when they were only 3 hours, so you know you don't get 20, 30 of them in 3 hours. Not with all that walking you gotta do. Shiny Umbreons, shiny Vaporeon. There you go. Shiny Venusaurs. My first and only shiny Virizion. I really wanted that one, and I finally got one. Weedle Community Day. Cool. Did all right with that one. I do not have Purple Wurmple with the party hat. I really wanted that one. I tried my darndest for it. Could not get it. Could not get it. There you go. There's the lucky shiny Zapdos. Very cool. This dude is just amazing. Shiny Zekroms. There you go, Zigzagoon Community Day, and my first and only Zubat. This dude is impossible to catch. Impossible to get that shiny. I don't know if I'll ever see another one. So that's my shiny collection, and let's see if we can add to it. Nope. Let's do a couple little checks. Sorry I kept y'all so long. Everybody was so interested in seeing how many I had, and well, there you go. Now you know which ones I have and which ones are my favorite. So there you go. All right, Pokemon Go fans, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not sure how long I went on this, but I do apologize. Hope you had fun, and we'll get back to those PvP spotlights very soon.